Let's go back to where it all began. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments from Season 1 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Well, hi there. I'm the delicious Miss Mandarin.
Yes, something to wash down the fava beans.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be choosing the best and most memorable moments from the show's earliest episodes, also known as the Lost Season. We won't be pulling anything from Untucked, or Under the Hood as it was called then, as those deserve a list of their own. Be warned if you haven't watched this season of Drag Race yet, as there will be spoilers ahead. Number 10. The legendary Nina Flowers. A lot of legends have sashayed through the workroom doors over the years, but there's never one quite like Nina Flowers.
You were just painted out of your mind.
I started like around 5 o'clock in the morning.
Did you really?
Yes, girl.
Not only did this Latin queen have a unique 80s-inspired androgynous style, but over 15 years worth of drag experience made her a polished performer too. And to top it all, she never let all the talent go to her head.
I suck in this challenge. If I wouldn't have immunity, I would have been on the bottom too.
Her warm personality made her not only the first contestant voted onto the show by fans, but also the first Miss Congeniality. She was also the first main challenge winner and the first to make it to the finale without lip-syncing. The only thing missing from this superstar is a crown.
And the winner of Miss Congeniality is Miss Nina Flowers.
Number 9. Tammie Brown's early exit. It became pretty clear pretty quickly that Tammie Brown marched to the beat of her own drum.
Hi there, my name is Tammie Brown with an IE.
Hi, Ongina.
Hi, nice to meet you. Hi. My real name is Keith. If I'm in drag or out of drag, I'm an entertainer. I am the character.
As Season 1's resident weirdo, the vintage-loving queen confused and delighted viewers in equal measure.
Every time I look at Tammie, she was staring at me and she was winking. And she was creepy.
Her quirkiness rubbed fellow contestant Jade the wrong way in the second episode when they were teamed up for the girl group challenge, and Tammie didn't seem to fit in with the others either.
I don't know where the confusion comes from. I'm just a different person from everybody else, and I'm on planet 9, they're on planet 3.
She failed to impress the judges in the final performance and appeared to give up altogether when she had to lip-sync for her life. Considering how popular and successful she's become, it's shocking she only lasted 2 episodes. She repeated this record later on All Stars.
Sashay away.
Thank you. Adios.
Number 8. BeBe Zahara Benet sends Ongina home. Nobody wanted to see these two in the bottom 2, but in the 5th episode of Season 1, BeBe Zahara Benet and Ongina were forced to square off.
The time has come for you to lip sync for your life. Good luck, and don't it up.
The episode was the first ever makeover challenge, with each queen tasked in turning muscular women into their drag daughters. There seemed to be a bit of confusion over what the end result should be, with Ongina and BeBe's interpretations not going down well with the judges.
We were looking for mother-daughter, and you gave us father-daughter. It's almost as if you misunderstood this challenge.
Their performance in the lip sync, however, was so fierce that RuPaul needed a break to think on it. When she returned, she announced that BeBe had done the impossible, outshined Ongina.
You outshined Ongina. Shantae, you stay.
Before telling the crushed Ongina,
The first time I saw you, I thought you could walk away with this competition. You know why? Because you are a winner, baby.
Thank you.
And I know you'll take that with you wherever you go.
Number 7. BeBe Zahara Benet becomes a first winner. A lot has changed since Drag Race premiered in 2009. Back then, the winner's prize pot was a mere $20,000. There was just 9 episodes in the season and a criminal lack of Michelle Visage. Since then, the show has become an international smash hit, with a global drag army of fans, a biannual convention in the US, and been a springboard for the careers of dozens of fabulous queens. Of course, only a select few have the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent to snatch the crown, and BeBe Zahara Benet was the very first.
Congratulations, baby. Amo loco.
Not only that, but in All Stars 3, BeBe became the first Drag Race winner to re-enter the race.
2009 was a very different time. BeBe had to deal with that season 1 filter, remember that? The grand prize was a measly $20,000. Hell, the internet hadn't even been invented yet.
Number 6, the origin of PorkChop.
I'm Victor. My stage name is Victoria Porkchop Parker.
It's become a Drag Race tradition for RuPaul to give a shout out to PorkChop at every season's grand finale, a custom that might leave a lot of newer fans very confused. For those lacking in their history, Victoria PorkChop Parker was the very first queen to be eliminated from the show.
Thank you, Victoria. Now sashay away.
The challenge was drag on a dime, which saw season 1's contestants digging for gold in a 99-cent store to create runway outfits. Victoria fell into the bottom alongside Akasha, lip-syncing to Ru's signature song, Supermodel.
I have one thing to say. You better work.
The judges eliminated Victoria because they didn't feel she had star potential, but that running gag every season has ensured she's gone but never forgotten.
Who's that bitch that's on the top? Oh wait, that's me. Hey, pork chop.
Number 5, Shannel's headdress mishap. Shannel was a big presence in season 1, both in the size of her personality and the size of her ego.
I am a Las Vegas entertainer. I am a character illusionist. I do juggle, I do stilts, I do tightrope, I do lots and lots and lots of different things.
She also knew exactly how to play the game. In the 3rd episode, Shannel landed in the bottom for the first time, where she suffered a dramatic wardrobe malfunction during her lip sync against Akasha. To the judges' delight, she powered through and was saved from elimination.
This performance actually proved that you could be vulnerable. Wow, both of you.
Because she'd previously been criticized for not being vulnerable enough,
You're trying so hard to be perfect that you won't let us see your vulnerability.
some found the timing of this accident suspicious. Those suspicions were confirmed by Shannel in the reunion episode, where she admitted it was a planned stunt. You gotta give her props for such a ballsy move.
In all honesty, yes, it was completely intentional. I had just been told that I had not showed any vulnerability, and I figured that the only way for me to show any level of vulnerability to perform a song like that in an outfit like that would be to just let it go. Just the reaction of it going in slow motion really worked well.
Number 4, that season 1 filter. Wait, who is that? Is that RuPaul? Why is she so blurry?
Hello, races, and welcome to the starting line of RuPaul's Drag Race.
Perhaps in an effort to hide the low production budget, the first season of Drag Race was cloaked in a strange, glowing filter that airbrushed everyone on screen until they looked more like CGI models than real human beings. Maybe this is why it's now known as the Lost Season, a warning about the visual quality. This has retrospectively been dubbed the Season 1 filter.
Season 1. I think Vaseline was a sponsor that season.
It's so infamous, in fact, that RuPaul herself has referenced it in the show a couple times since then, proving that if you can't laugh at yourself, how in the hell are you gonna laugh at someone else?
2009 was a very different time. BeBe had to deal with that season 1 filter, remember that?
Number 3, Shannel nominates herself to go home. Oh, Shannel. Though the Las Vegas showgirl was a fierce queen and an even fiercer competitor, a few stumbles here and there meant she never quite made it to the top.
You made me feel like absolute shit.
So when RuPaul asked the remaining contestants in the 6th episode who they think should go home, Shannel jumped at the chance to voice her frustrations.
I nominate myself because I don't want to be here anymore.
She shocked everyone by nominating herself to leave, stating that the judges never appreciated her beauty or personality, and that her critiques were way harsher than others.
So much of what comes back to me is negative. Week after week, when we come into an elimination round, I am so negatively critiqued.
Ru assured her that her contributions were noticed.
You are beautiful. You are really beautiful.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
You are.
But in the same episode, Shannel got her wish. She did get a second chance in the first All-Stars, though.
Hello, hello.
Oh.
What's up?
Number 2, RuPaul and Tammie Brown's Showdown.
Use your mouth.
When we think about the biggest fights in Drag Race, we tend to think of the later seasons as being the best for drama. But one of the show's most heated exchanges happened all the way back in season 1.
And I don't see you out there walking children in nature.
As a whole, the first ever reunion episode was overflowing with hot tea. Shannel versus Santino.
As far as your style, I think it's lacking. Either you're born with style or you're not.
Jade versus Rebecca Glasscock, and everyone else versus Rebecca Glasscock.
There were a couple challenges that you won that I don't care what the anybody says. You should not have won those challenges.
Tammie Brown, who normally stays out of confrontations, echoed the other queens' complaints that the judges had been too down on them. She was met with an angry response from RuPaul, who passionately defended the critiques and told the girls they needed to rely on their own strengths.
You're a star. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. God damn it, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said to me, you can't become a star as a drag queen, I'd have a million billion dollars. I know what I am. I don't forget who I am. And that's true for all of you. Never forget.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
But literally, we had crap. They took the noodles and everything.
It was really funny that as soon as this challenge started, that everybody got quiet and didn't say a word for about 30 minutes.
When we first saw BeBe's audition tape, you could tell that this was a quiet, determined person on the inside and an indestructible drag diva on the outside.
Where's Rebecca? Today is just a day for me. I'm not ready. I'm not happy with my makeup or my look or my hair, and just everything's a mess.
Number 1, Ongina's heartbreaking confession.
My middle name's Ong, and God didn't bless me with a certain Ina.
We lived for Ongina's gender-bending style and sparkling personality in season 1. And in episode 4, she gave us another reason to root for her.
I went for the route of celebrating life and making sure that you always think positively no matter what life throws at you. You have to appreciate what life has to offer. I mean, it's a really big deal, but you can't let that be a downer in your life.
For the MAC Viva-Glam challenge, the contestants had to write and shoot a commercial to promote the makeup brand's campaign to spread awareness of and help those living with HIV. While some took the task a little too seriously, Ongina made her ad life-affirming and fun.
Educate, donate, and celebrate, because life is a celebration.
When RuPaul announces her as the winner, she breaks down and confesses that she herself is HIV positive, but was terrified to come out on TV. She tells the audience that you have to celebrate life.
I've been living with HIV for the last 2 years of my life, and this means so much to me.
And Ru calls her an inspiration.
Johnny, you're an inspiration.
Thank you.
You're a survivor. And baby, you are still in the race.
Thank you.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.